everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice and welcome to our daily reading. Hope you're doing well. So we're gonna see what's going on for you at the time you find this video and take the messages as they resonate with you, keeping it in mind. Never force anything to fit, and always just have a look on the channel. If anything stands out to you, it could be because you have messages in that video or in that reading, so go ahead and have a look. All right, let's see. King of Swords and the Hierophant. So with this, I hear do the right thing, or some sort of legal victory, or anything to do with government institutions, or family court, that sort of thing. There's some sort of legal win, or there's a contract coming your way from a big corporation. Okay. And Five of Wands, it could be you winning something, you beat out the competition, they choose you over other people or other applicants or applications. All right, we'll take it. Okay, so let's see. You could also be going into negotiation with someone or an institution. I don't know. You and a representative of an institution, for example, right? There's a message here to do the right thing, follow the law, and follow tradition as a side message, as advice. Follow tradition. Do it the way, either do it the way it's always been done or do it the way they used to do it. I don't know what it's about, but if it makes sense to you, take the message, okay? Do it old school, like go back to the way people used to do whatever it is you're trying to do. And it could be with the Five of Wands that everyone's doing the same thing or trying to do the same thing. So if you're thinking about how can I stand out from the competition, do it the traditional way with the Hierophant. The traditional way, the original way, the old school way. Interesting. All right, so let's see. For my subscribers, daily energy and advice for my subscribers at the time you watch this video. Hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you if you have. It makes a big difference. Helps the channel grow. It helps the messages get out there because the algorithm picks it up and goes, oh, okay, more people are interested in this. And so they push out the messages to more and more people. And it makes a big difference to me as well, so thank you. All right, let's see. Oracle energy and advice for the day for my subscribers. Okay, and if you are new, hi and welcome. We're going to be doing pick a card reading for your fortune cookie messages at the end. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around and you can have a personalized message. Okay. So let's see what we got going on today. First card representing the influence of the past on our current situation. What has happened before or what is happening as you're coming into the day or coming into the reading. We have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a very optimistic energy. It's looking at on the horizon and just imagining what you could do with something. Imagining what things could be. It's very optimistic, very hopeful type of energy. Very excited and enthusiastic. And it's prompted by starting to see the initial results in something that you're doing. Okay, so it's almost like you're taking something, you tried something, or you took something that was an idea or kind of a wish, or you took a chance on it, or you tried to do something with it. You tested the water somehow, and you had good feedback. Okay, you had good feedback. So now it's like, oh, this is possible. And so the next phase is, okay, what do I want to do with it? Where do I want to go? Let me come up with a plan because it's a possibility. You know, it's very excited energy here. In today's energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Nice. And the Ace of Swords is that idea, is the winning plan, the winning strategy, the winning idea. Can also be paperwork, putting things down on paper, or actual contracts, submitting paperwork, whether that's a form, a bid, an application, a post. You could be writing down someone's name, is what I saw. Writing down someone's name. Oh, okay, so that's my contact. That's why I need to call, or that's why I need to email. And there's a lot of review. There's a lot of reading, taking notes, coming up with the plan, coming up with the strategy. Okay. And if this is a verbal confirmation of something, this is where the paperwork follows. Okay, and it's official. And the Ace of Swords, yes, it can be paperwork, but it can also be online communication, usually forms, usually paperwork of some kind, but it can be online as well. Where things are headed from here, we have the Nine of Swords. Interesting. And the Nine of Swords with this kind of energy is where it gets real. Ace of Swords, it gets real. And now all of a sudden with the Nine of Swords, we're backing down. We're a little bit scared. We're a little bit hesitant. We're a little bit, did I bite off more than I can chew? Because it is a whole new world with the Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords, okay? This is something you haven't done before, or this is something you haven't tried before. Or again, this is something that you didn't really have a plan, you didn't really have a strategy, because maybe it was just a Hail Mary to you. Maybe you just threw some numbers out there, you never expected them to go, okay. And now you're like, oh, okay, so now I'm actually going to have to deliver what I was talking about, or now I'm actually going to have to do this job? Okay, all right. Now, the good news here is that if you weren't the right fit, if you weren't the right candidate, if it wasn't right for you, you wouldn't have got it, okay? So it's okay to just, kind of second guess ourselves every now and again. Am I doing things the proper way? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I doing what I want to be doing? It's good to ask ourselves these questions of self-reflection, but look against the reality, okay? The reality is someone gave you the job, someone gave you the prize, someone gave you the contract, someone agreed to whatever it is that you wanted, asked for, applied for, put out there, whatever it is, right? So it's a reality, it's a fact. Yes, you're capable. Yes, you're being recognized for that. Yes, you're being recognized for what you're saying and doing and capable of. So it's okay to reflect on, okay, what do I want to do? Am I sure I can do this? It's okay to ask ourselves those questions. But don't take it to, I don't think I can do this. Because remember, whatever this is new. So it will be a learning as you go process. It will be a trial and error for a time. But the good news with it is that's the nature of the situation, right? No one expects you to know everything going in. There will be an adjustment phase. There will be a trial and error phase. There will be a trial run, okay? So just take a deep breath, take it one day at a time or one step at a time. You'll do great. You'll be fine. We have transmission, spreading of conditions, influence, and impact, number 7. So for some of you, this could be imposter syndrome creeping up today, or in the following days after you're successful with something, right? And it's like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? You're there because you deserve to be, okay? Don't even question yourself. This could also be, if the Nine of Swords and with the transition energy here, that could be transmission, sorry. Other people, okay, be mindful. Don't take on other people's fears and insecurities as your own. All right, just because someone else didn't have the courage to do what you're doing doesn't mean you shouldn't. Just because someone else tried and failed doesn't mean you shouldn't even try, because, why bother? They didn't get it. Why? You're different people. Okay, so don't make unfair comparisons. Don't put unrealistic expectations on yourself, and don't let other people put their opinions and fears and whatever rumors and gossips, whatever, just keep it in the reality, okay, with the Ace of Swords. And don't let people talk you into or out of anything, more importantly. And for those of you, I just get this energy of, I don't know if you feel unworthy or if you feel like you don't deserve something, because you got it in a way that's more about influence and networking versus the actual work. And maybe that's not something you're used to. Maybe you're used to hustling and putting together presentations and document packs and going through trials and improving yourself. And, maybe that's what you're used to. That's what you're expecting. And then in this situation, it was more a case of who you know rather than what you do. Regardless, you're still doing what you're doing. You're still capable. You still have the knowledge and the skills and the experience, and they're aware of that. But it's almost like they're not testing you too much on it. It's almost like they're trusting you more because you're recommended by this and that, or because you had this score on this thing, and it's like they're not digging too deep. They're trusting, someone's recommendation or feedback you got, or grades, notes, scores, whatever this is, right? Other people's feedback to your work, right? They're going by that. And they're not necessarily sitting and picking at everything, which is what maybe you're used to, as an example, right? But what's wrong with that? It's just a new way. It's just a new way of getting opportunities, because sometimes it is about who you know, and you're stepping into that world. You're stepping into that way of doing things, where it's network and promotion, right? And it's how well you talk the talk, initially at least, right? And then it's more about walking the walk, right? So be confident. Absolutely. Okay. So let's see. And if people want to recommend you for things and put you forward for things, let them. What are you doing? Don't feel like you don't deserve that, right? If someone wants to, a friend, family member, someone you used to work with, a previous manager, whoever this is, wants to put you forward for something and talk you up, let them do it. That's how they think and that's how they feel about you, right? So this isn't the time to be overly modest, okay? Be seen. Cool message. So you let me know how you resonate with this if you do. But let's pick your fortune cookie message. So pick number 1, number 2, or number 3. Or you could set the intention to receive messages from 2 of the cards or all the cards. Just set that intention. If you have a question on your mind, think of your question and set the intention of where you're going to get your answer from. And then just kind of keep it in mind. And these messages can be quite literal. So again, take it as it makes sense. Let's see. Fortune cookie messages for my subscribers. 1, 2, and 3. At the bottom of the deck, we have difficult times. Be on your guard against chaos, as unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. So I feel like these are the fears, okay, that you might be experiencing. It could be that you're used to having a difficult time. You're used for something to be difficult for you to get or difficult for you to achieve, because that's how it's been historically. It's a whole new world here with the 3 of Wands, though. So it's not going to be what you expect. And especially, I'm getting, it's not going to be as difficult as you expect. All right? So don't make it difficult if it's not difficult. You see what I'm saying? All right, number 1. Twists and turns. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. But listen, major changes doesn't have to be a bad thing. Okay? Again, it's like something you were planning or thinking. I expect it's going to be difficult. I expect it's going to be challenging. I expect that's not happening. All right? So just roll with it. Number 2, travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancements for others. Definitely. With long distance communication energy with the 3 of Wands. Yeah. And remember, that can also be something different, something new, unusual, to you at least. Number 3, society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests for singles will be the result. If someone wants to introduce you to someone, let them. This is that time. It's about the people we know. It's about the connections we have or the connections we can make. Okay? Community, network. That is what it's all about today. So let me know how you resonate with the reading. If you do, I hope this helps you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.